Welcome back to Bloomberg This Weekend, or BT Dubs. I'm Christina Ruffini with David Gura. Here's some stories you might have missed this week.
This is a pivotal moment here. We have Tim Stenovec with us.
Yeah, we need to. Tim, what's the tiebreaker? You know, I say BT Dubs. Gura says BTW.
We're going to save it for the news quiz.
Whoa,
the point of
all
news
right,
quiz.
okay.
That's going to show, that's
Why
gonna
do I
break the
feel
tie.
like this is going to end very
It's a
badly
deep
for me
tease
at
for
the
the
end of
end
the
of our
show?
night.
He doesn't know yet. He hasn't settled on what he thinks
Hey,
it's called.
have either of you guys seen The Odyssey yet?
I have not.
We've
You?
not. We did have Emily Wilson, who wrote the big translation. That,
Okay.
But no, wait, I haven't seen the movie
And
yet.
panned the movies.
So was not happy with that.
The movie's doing pretty well.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
hard to get tickets for the 70
I
millimeter
looked to
IMAX.
go to the 70mm IMAX at Lincoln Square, and it is sold out like through August.
Yeah,
and there are showings at like 4 a.m. that
Seriously?
are
I
sold out.
saw on
Yes.
Yes, on Instagram, a friend of mine went earlier this week. He got up at 4 a.m. to go to the 6 a.m. showing by
There is
himself.
no way I would make it through a 3-hour movie at 4 a.m.
It's a giant screen.
The Telegraph is out with a profile of Zendaya, who, if you've seen any of the promotional materials for this, you'd think that she was...
Star of the movie.
No, she's in for 5 minutes.
Is that right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
5 minutes. She plays the gray-eyed goddess Athena, if you remember from your high school Odyssey days.
I did. I read the Robert Fagel's translation.
And she has just this star power nowadays that attracts
I mean, she's
viewers,
giving
it
Athena.
attracts
If you
money.
can't- she's just
She's
gorgeous.
got almost 200 million followers on Instagram.
Slightly more than you.
Can't even, I have no retort for that. Yeah. By the end of the year, her 3 main projects, The Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and Dune Part 3, are projected to make over $1 billion
$1 billion.
each at the box office.
One of the things she's really good at, though, as we play these red carpet videos, is she works with stylist La Roche, and they plan years in advance for these premieres and what she's going to wear. And they are very, curated, constructed. They're always on theme, and so they go super viral. So that probably does help her, because the fits, as the youths would say, are amazing.
The Telegraph story points this out. That's a huge part of her following.
She's married? She's getting married?
She's
Tom
married.
Holland, Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
And apparently, in the UK, they're sort of looked at as the opposite of Travis and Tyler.
Taylor.
Taylor?
Taylor.
Thank
Tyler.
you. Taylor and Travis.
Yes, yeah. Tim
I'm
Stenovec
told,
noted
was not invited to the wedding.
was not at the wedding.
Okay.
Clearly
No.
not.
All right, let's get to something I know.
Let's
get to something someone I know a little more about, and that would be
I will see the movie.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. The
Willie
great Willie
Nelson.
Nelson. 93 years young.
Willie Nelson.
And he's still touring.
Yes.
He's got an
love
amphitheater
that.
tour this summer. You can actually go see him.
Like upstate, I think.
Upstate, you can go see him on Long Island. I think he's playing
you
in Jones
seen him?
Beach.
Seems
I have seen him.
somebody you would see,
I
yeah.
saw him in Forest Hills. It was a double billing with.
Oh, that's a great show.
God, I can't remember who it was with, but it's Van Morrison. But I thought they'd play together. They didn't play together.
Oh.
So it was Willie Nelson and then
All right.
Van Morrison. There was a lot of dispute in the amphitheater. Who should have gone first? Like you'd think the headliner maybe should have been Willie Nelson, but it was actually Van Morrison. But we're not going to settle that here. Anyways, I'm sorry to derail this.
That's okay.
conversation.
No, I mean, that's a big part of the conversation, that he still tours. And when he tours, he also makes it known about what he stands for. I mean, he's pushing back right now on data centers. He's out with a post on social media. He calls them loud, thieving, light-polluting hubs that are invading our land. And he's no stranger to sort of making his views known. Last year on a tour, he talked about support for immigrants. He started Farm Aid back in 1985,
Yeah.
supporting farmers here in the U.S. He did that along with Neil Young and John Mellencamp. So he's still out there doing his thing.
All right.
I mean, it's interesting as you look at wide open spaces and how they're seen as an opportunity. You know, they're putting this thing in Inner Mongolia now, which is like one of the pristine landscapes.
data centers
but
in it, yes.
it's open space
A
and
DeepSeek data center.
yeah.
DeepSeek.
Have you guys ever gotten a package that was addressed to you?
Okay.
You open it and you have no idea where this thing is
Yeah,
from.
this has happened to me before, often from the Amazon Prime
Yes, but this is
Corporation.
because my mother can't remember to change her address
Oh,
in our
interesting.
shared Amazon account. And
So she's getting things
yeah,
interesting.
she actually sends things to me. But
There are stores popping up in Europe where you can buy stuff that was shipped to other people.
Oh.
And the idea is that it creates this experience that you can't replicate online.
Yeah.
There's sort of a thrill in opening somebody else's package.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you're kind of a kid again.
It's a bit of a surprise. It's like when you go to the bookstore and you see they have those shelves now of wrapped books.
Yeah, I
you
do like that
this or
game.
that. Get this book. You're not knowing what it's going to be. So I like that. Bring
All right.
you got a surprise element to adulthood.
And it's kind of sustainable too. They take returns from people who don't want whatever they ordered.
All right.
That's
This is a
where
Bloomberg Weekend
they do
story.
it.
Check it out.
That's
Bloomberg.com/weekend.
all right.
Last one. You got
Last
more for
one.
us?
If you're looking for some uncensored marmot content, I've got some good news for you.
I have not been, but as I linger on the
this
element
story.
of surprise.
I love
There
this
is
story
now-
so
That
much.
is a marmot right there for our
That's a
radio
marmot.
listeners.
Cute.
Describe it. It
They're
looks like
very
a
cute.
woodchuck.
Large squirrel-like rodents with sharp claws and furry ears. That's the description in the New York Times. I thought that was so good. I
It's
had
the
to
badger of
just read
2026,
that.
the honey badger of 2026, maybe.
Well,
No, they're
there's an
cuddlier.
account on OnlyFans that uploads research
On
videos
OnlyFans.
of wild marmots. It's called Only Marms.
Only Marms.
It's PG rated, right? And it's
G-rated.
It's G-rated. They lost their
G-rated.
funding, and they needed to, right? It has
Yeah.
something to do with the.
That's right. There's a federally funded angle here. So Dr. Daniel Blumstein, a biologist, he's looking to cover a lack of research
Oh, look
funding
at them. They're
for his
tussling.
work in federal
Look how
cuts
cute they are.
to
Sorry, I
scientific
don't-
research.
Okay.
And his idea, he was actually inspired by that TV show Margot's Got Money. So he's like, if we just use OnlyFans to raise money for this.
Not a G-rated treatment of the
Not a G.
OnlyFans
Correct.
economy.
Correct.
This is, though,
Okay.
and we keep it G-rated here. And he has uploaded this account. There was a little issue when he created the account because the image on his state-issued ID did not match the image of the marmots.
Well,
so the computers
doctor.
rejected him. He was able to get past that, and now has the Only Marms account. It's only raised a little bit of money.
I was gonna ask if it's doing well.
At this
No.
point, $650 in tips. This was as of last week.
Oh.
You know, before the New York Times wrote this story, so I imagine it's done better. 2,900 visits, 112 subscribers.
All right, come on,
So-
OnlyFans fans.
hopefully.
Like it'll even out your karma. Give to the marmots.
Marmot fans.
Tim, thank you very much. What do you call this segment?
This segment is called
BTW.
The Newspapers with
BTW.
Lisa
It's called
Mateo.
BTW.
How's that?
BTW.
Thank you for
That's all
joining
we
us
care
on
about is the
BT
last
Dubs
character.
today,
You're welcome.
Tim. That was much appreciated. Excellent work.